Motherfucker. What it is, guys? It's your boy BlastphamousHD. Today we are here to check out some of the scariest clips that I have compiled on the internet. Okay, and these are really, really scary. I watched these yesterday and they had me like shit. You know what I'm saying? Now with that being said, go ahead, grab a soft drink or a beverage, relax your feet and your shoulders, take off your bra if you'd like. Anything that makes you comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we gonna edit that last part out, you know what I mean? Much preferred females take off their pants or blouses, you know what I mean? Just so that they could feel more at ease in the environment, you know, and that's the only reason, you know, but let's do this. Run!
The next video for today comes from the YouTube channel Gorilla Hot Tortilla or Tortilla. Anyway, the video shows a group of friends exploring an old forest somewhere in Poland. A short while into their adventure, they come across an old abandoned farmhouse and barn, which are in total disrepair. However, as nightfall begins, they realize
that's like my favorite, one of my favorite Lil Yachty songs.
Make their way back into the forest. Several hours pass, and the group make a decision to return to the abandoned farmhouse that they came across earlier in the day, and it turned out to be a very bad idea.
Zaraz znajdziemy, będzie git. Dobra, trawa nie jest jakaś gęsta, to...
Nie, tylko trzeba bardziej z bliska, bo to jest przecież takie... Czarny futerał, to naprawdę było widać. Zgaduję, że może kurwa nawet było tak, że tutaj go miałem, jak gdzieś szliśmy, to zamiast włożyć go do kieszeni, to kurwa włożyłem obok kieszeni i tyle, nie?
W tej stodole trzeba sprawdzić.
No też wisiał chyba.
No tak mi się wydaje. Był płaszcz tutaj jakiś przecież.
Kurwa nie ma.
Kurwa nie ma. Nie ma nic, kurwa. Nie ma nic.
Dang it! What are we running? I didn't get a good look at it. What do we? I don't even know why we're running. Screaming? What's screaming? Word? Oh. Well, look at the bright side. Looks like you guys found Slender Man. Ha ha. Don't drop the location. No, don't. What's poppin'? I don't trust none of this Blair Witch found footage looking shit. Snarling? Well, you better turn on the light. Oh, hell no. It was running up. Man, that shit scared me so bad, man. It made me square up. All of the lights. Turn up the lights in here, baby. So hopefully we gon' see this sick shit. Turn up the lights in here, bitches. I don't wanna see, cause something is growling. Motherfucker, turn on the lights. So y'all don't want to see? Turn on the lights, bitch. Come on, man. Dog, don't play no sound effect. I can't see what happened. Motherfucker. What's growling, nigga? Y'all running from Smeagol? What's this, Blair Witch Project 2? Found footage edition. Oh no! Oh no! Man, damn. Yep. You better duck, dive, dip, and dodge. Yep. Yo, what the fuck is that?
Entering the old barn, the friends see something
What the
so
fuck is
chilling,
that?
it makes them flee for their lives. A creepy-looking figure can be seen just dangling upside down. Terrified and without a second thought, the group flee the barn and head back the way they came. After some
Word?
time, the group stop to take a breather, but then the sounds of something can be heard growling nearby. The group flee further into the dark woods, and right before the video ends, the camera briefly captures whoever or whatever is chasing them. YouTube viewers were left debating in the comments on just who or what this is. Many believe the group encountered a skinwalker, and some go as far as suggesting it to be a quote vampire. Even Gorilla Hot Tortilla has titled the video as "We were chased by the monster." But who or what do you think chased this group of friends? Skinwalker, vampire, or monster? Or maybe something else entirely? You tell me.
Yo, that shit's crazy. I told y'all this shit. Didn't I tell y'all this was good? Look at this shit. This shit wild, yo.
This next creepy clip was uploaded to TikTok by a user named DJ Hillier. The user's account is centered around her adorable son Declan, but all that is until this video. We're making a video of the upkeep involved in her house. She caught something which has left her frightened.
John!
A dark, ominous figure can be seen creepily peering in through the window, but when she rushes out to check who it is, the figure has mysteriously vanished. What is even perhaps more confusing is that the window is quite high up, meaning that whoever or whatever this is would have to have been around 8 feet tall. So who, or rather, what is this mysterious dark figure seen peering in through this family's window? Use the comments to share your thoughts.
Oh, haunting a friend evil.
In this set of creepy clips that I put together, a user named Fran Devil from Mexico has a terrifying encounter.
Fran
Francesco
Dizzle
has been documenting his recent paranormal experiences over the past few months. taking them to social media looking for help and advice. After moving into a new house, strange things started happening. Loud bangs would startle him day and night. Bizarre cackling would echo through his home, and his belongings would be misplaced. Francesco believes that he is being haunted by a malicious dark entity. After reading the comments underneath these videos, it seems the majority agree. In this first clip, Francesco, who's alone at the time of this recording, hears loud noises coming from his bathroom. He grabs his phone, hits record, and goes to investigate.
Empiezo a grabar porque estoy escuchando sonidos desde el baño muy raros y estoy solo en casa.
Open it. Okay, we hear it.
Coño.
Banging can be heard coming from inside Francesco's bathroom. He opens the door and all looks clear. However, the shower curtain begins to move on its own before falling off and crashing to the floor, as if something we can't see pulled it down. Sadly for Francesco, his nightmare has only just begun.
Hey, what's up, Elif Bliss?
Está embrujada.
What's up, bro, Grand?
Activar piano este.
It's a ghost beating at me.
Vamos a activar esto solo, tío. No se apaga. Se acaba de activar esto solo.
What the fuck? Hey man, don't come in here messing up my it's quinceañera. You ain't see me dancing?
Acabo de activar la cámara, chico.
You ain't see me dancing? You ain't see me dancing, ho?
Escuchando sonidos de nuevo. Que vienen.
I was in there getting my tinkle out, man. You can't be.
Hola.
Yeah, come on, what's das? Oh, holas.
¿Qué es lo que quiere?
No que es
¿Alguien
ghetto.
en mi casa?
No quiero Taco Bell.
¿Hay alguna entidad? ¿Hola? Mire, 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 mire. Miren, chicos, mire. ¿Hola?
Francesco finds the child's toy keyboard playing all on its own, and it won't switch off. Then a loud bang startles him. Later that night, he's disturbed by loud noises coming from the opposite end of his hallway. A door then shuts right in front of him, creeping the crap out of Francesco. In this next clip, Francesco is disturbed again by loud bangs and bravely goes to take a look.
Señores, estoy grabando porque estoy escuchando otra vez los sonidos. Escuche.
You should have just ran. You should have just moved.
¿Qué cojones? Hostia. Coño. Se acaba de encender otra vez el aparato ese. ¿Qué? ¿Por qué encenderse eso? Hostia. Hola.
Es cosa?
Scared by these occurrences and with no idea what to do, Francesco turns to TikTok.
De locos. Acabo de encender las luces. Me acaba de despertar un golpe de loco fuera de mi cuarto.
Outside my
yo
room,
quiero
I want to ask someone who knows.
pedir a alguien que sepa de cosas paranormales, ¿no? Que si me puede ayudar me deje algún consejo en la caja de comentarios, porque encima hoy me entero de que falleció una anciana en esta casa. O sea, yo me fui de mi anterior casa porque creía que era la casa y no, hay algo que me persigue y no sé si tendré un don o no, pero es una cosa de loco. Señores, en la caja de comentarios, por favor, si me pueden dar algún consejo urgente de qué pueda hacer, se los agradecería, porque esto es de loco.
Damn.
Buenas noches.
Reaching out on TikTok for someone who knows about paranormal things. He mentions that he found out that an old woman had passed away in his house, but he also mentions that he feels that something is following him as he experienced the same terrifying moments in his old house. Francesco manages to get a hold of the contact details of a priest he knew a long time ago and calls him for help.
Buenas, Padre José, mire que me han dado su número.
I've been giving your number and I want to ask you a question.
Quiero hacerle una consulta, si no es molestia.
If you don't mind,
Que me están sucediendo
paranormal
cosas en mi
things
casa
are happening to me in my
paranormales
house.
y
And I've
llevo
been
por
with
lo
this
menos
for 4 months with
4
this.
meses con esto. Entonces, a ver si usted me podría ayudar.
So I'm looking for the help with you.
Yo lo conozco desde que era pequeñito, lo que no sé si se acuerda
That's
de
why I have
mí.
holy water in my house. Hey,
Yo
what's
creo
up,
que sí.
Apex?
¿Se acuerda cuando iba a la
If I
iglesia?
were in that situation, I'd run the hell out of there, yeah.
Por favor, necesito su ayuda.
Francisco, yo te conozco desde que eras chico y no es la casa, no es la casa, eres tú.
Pero Padre José, ¿qué es lo que tengo pegado a mí? Porque ya, si no es la casa, algo tengo que tener, ¿no?
Francisco, eso lo tendrás que averiguar por ti mismo. Y te aseguro que no es nada fácil. Pero son cosas paranormales que mucha gente se cree que no existe, pero ahí están.
But they are here.
Lo estás viviendo en tus
You are
propias
living,
carnes y tendrás que
you are living it in
averiguarlo
your
por
own
ti
flesh,
mismo.
and you have to find out for yourself.
Pero Padre José, usted no
But
me puede
Father
ayudar,
Jose,
Padre
could you help
José,
me, Father
por
Jose?
favor,
Please,
écheme una mano.
give me a hand.
Francisco,
Francisco, those are things that are
esas son
inevitable.
cosas que son inevitables. Yo mismo
I
lo he
myself have
vivido
lived it, and I was followed the same as
y
you.
me estuvieron persiguiendo igual que usted. Y tienes que
And you
conseguir
have to get it
averiguarlo por
and
ti
find out
mismo.
for yourself.
Son cosas
Those are
inevitables.
things are inevitable. The
Así
fuck?
que
So I wish you the best. Really?
deseo lo mejor y espero que salgas de
I
todo
hope you
esto,
get out of
que
all
no
this,
es
which is
nada
not
fácil.
easy.
Vale, Padre
Motherfucker.
José, pues nada.
Thank you very much for your help, which has been none.
Muchas gracias por su ayuda, que ha sido ninguna. Vale, venga.
Damn. Yup. What's really wild is if Jose was a female, you know what I mean, and like started flirting with the pastor, the pastor would put his life on the line to save her, yo. You know what I mean? As a dude, shit, you don't have to get it. You have to get it on your own, man.
Buenas, Padre José.
Good morning,
Mire, me han
Father
dado
Jose.
su número
I've been giving your number and I want to
y
ask you a question.
quiero hacerle una consulta, si no es molestia.
If you don't mind.
Que me están sucediendo
Paranormal
cosas en
things
mi
are happening to me in my
casa
house, and I have been with
paranormales
this
y llevo por lo menos
for 4 months with this.
meses con esto. Entonces, a ver si
So I'm
usted
looking for help with you.
me podría ayudar. Yo lo conozco desde que era pequeñito, lo que no sé si
I've
se
known you
acuerda de
since
mí,
I was a
soy
little
Frank.
boy. I don't know if you remember me.
Yo creo
I'm
que
Frank.
sí. ¿Se
I
acuerda
think you do
cuando
remember
iba a
when
la
I went to
iglesia
church
con mi madre y eso?
with my mother and
Por
that.
favor, necesito su ayuda.
Please, I need your help.
Francisco, yo te
I've
conozco
known you
desde que
since
eras
I was a
chico.
kid, and
Y no
it's
es la
not the
casa,
house.
no es la casa,
It's not the house.
eres
It's
tú.
you.
Pero Padre José,
But Father Jose,
¿qué es lo que tengo pegado a
what
mí?
do I have stuck
Porque
on me?
ya, si no es la
Because if it's
casa,
not my
algo
house,
tengo que
it must
tener,
have
¿no?
something, right?
Francisco,
Francisco, you'll have to
eso lo
find that
tendrás
out
que
for yourself.
averiguar por ti mismo. Y te aseguro que no es nada
And I
fácil.
assure you it's not easy, but they are paranormal
Pero son
things.
cosas paranormales que mucha gente se cree que no existe, pero ahí están. Lo estás viviendo en tus propias carnes. Y
You are
tendrás que
living
averiguarlo
it
por
in your flesh, and you have to find out for yourself. Oh my God, bro. What type of crazy shit?
nada fácil.
Vale, Padre José. Pues nada. Muchas gracias por su ayuda, que ha sido ninguna. Vale, venga.
After consulting with Father Jose about what is happening in his home, Father Jose leaves him with a terrifying conclusion. It is not the house that is haunted. The entity is following Francesco himself, and it has been for his entire life. Thankfully, the activity dies down for a few weeks until one night, Francesco is awoken by terrifying noises coming from another part of his house. This time, too afraid to face it, Francesco leaves his phone recording and captures this. A horrific noise that sounds like raspy breathing and moaning can be heard coming from somewhere in Francesco's house. The incident has left Francesco terrified, who truly believes that whatever is haunting him is getting stronger, as he's never heard it make those sounds before. In this final clip, Francesco's instinctive feeling was right.
Chicos, estoy escuchando ruidos.
I'm hearing very loud sounds.
Y empezó a
And
grabar.
I've started recording.
Son las 12 de la noche.
Motherfucker.
After hearing another loud noise, Francesco goes to check. However, when he switches the light on, several loud knocks can be heard, and then a creepy pale face suddenly appears at the door, and Francesco, who sees it, flees the opposite way in fear. TikTok viewers were left frightened by these clips, with many believing that Francesco is being haunted by something evil. However, some argue that Francesco staged the whole thing for TikTok fame. What do you think? Is Francesco being haunted by something evil, or was it all just for views? You tell me. The next disturbing clip has been shared before. It was uploaded to
Man,
TikTok
that's
by
some
a
scary
user
shit.
named Some
Hey, what's up, the
Demon.
Mysterium?
Recorded
What's
late
up,
one night
you
on a
man?
home
What's up,
security
Prime
camera.
October?
The user, a girl, can be seen sleeping soundly in her bed, but then this happened.
What's up, KFC Gamer? What's up, Venus? Oh. Oh, damn.
The girl begins to twitch, then slowly sits upright in her bed. She eerily turns towards the camera, her eyes glowing bright. Her mouth then opens wider than humanly possible before she falls back down with force. Commenters on this video believe that this girl is possessed by a demon and that she should seek help from God ASAP. Others highlight the fact that we may not be as safe as we think we are when we are asleep, which, to be honest, is a frightening thought.
Damn.
This next set of clips were uploaded to the internet by The Green Manor, an Airbnb run by a woman named Kaylee. Apparently, the Green Manor is over 260 years old, and both Kaylee and guests have noticed some rather unexplainable things happening in and around the old property. One thing in particular is guests complaining about strange noises, including the sounds of footsteps and talking coming from the attic above the bedroom. However, the attic door is always locked, and Kaylee is the only one with a key, so the likelihood anyone or anything could get up there is small. After receiving multiple complaints about footsteps and talking coming from the attic, Kaylee decides to set up a camera in the attic to try and get to the bottom of it all. And it doesn't take long for the camera to detect something. But when she checks the footage, it shows nothing out of the ordinary. The sounds don't stop though, and more guests complain, so Kaylee decides to stay the night in the Airbnb for a week. And late one night, she's awoken by noises. She grabs her phone to record everything as evidence. This is what she caught.
What the hell?
And this whole time I'm getting ring notifications that there is motion in my attic. And mind you, we moved the camera to this small room off of the attic. So like the timing right now is a little crazy.
Noises can be heard coming from above Kaylee as she walks around the Airbnb, and she mentions that the whole time her Ring camera had been sending her notifications of motion detected. She checks the footage but doesn't see anything. However, the next night, the camera captures something which has left viewers spooked.
What's up, Herman the Worm? I can't even do it. Nope. Just make up your mind, bro. Open, close. Letting all the heat out. Fuck with my light bill. What's up? Yeah, it's going good. What's up?
The door in the attic creaks open and
I
closed,
don't play with ghosts.
mysteriously, all by itself. And if you look closely, small orbs, which paranormal believers say are spirits, can be seen floating around. But did you spot it? No, neither did I at first.
Oh my God.
Eagle-eyed viewers did. Our spirits can be seen floating around. But did you spot it? No, neither did I at first. Eagle-eyed viewers did though. As the door opens wider, what looks like the face of someone or something can be seen looking in through the gap of the door. But what the fuck is it? Commenters on this video suggest that this is a ghost child and believe that Kaylee's Ring camera caught a ghost on camera who is the culprit for all the noises the guests had been complaining about. But what do you think is happening here? Share your thoughts below. This next entry was uploaded to TikTok by a user named BreeDive. Brianna's channel is all about her love of free diving in the ocean and has absolutely nothing to do with anything paranormal. However, one day when diving off the coast of Florida, she captures something which sent shivers up her spine. While exploring what
How the hell can she hold her breath for that long? For real.
seems to be some type of sunken wreckage, Brianna's camera picks up some absolutely chilling audio. The sounds of someone screaming.
Damn.
Clearly confused and startled, Brianna returns to the surface, but then she decides to swim back down to investigate the source of the screams. returning to the wreckage, the screams have completely stopped. Uploading the video to TikTok in search of answers, Brianna's followers were skeptical. Some suggested that she edited the original video, adding in the screaming sounds herself. So, Brianna responded with this video to prove her innocence.
So, people are asking what camera I use. GoPro 7 works perfectly fine for me. I cracked it a little bit, but I use a case. Definitely not a voiceover though, so I'm going to show you the video straight out of my GoPro. Just like how I recorded it. So you can hear.
Yeah, if you're doing anything on the internet, people will say it's fake. You know what I mean? I've had people say, oh, your BHD story times, they're not real. Like, you know what I mean? But that's just doing anything on the internet.
Yeah. So, it's not a voiceover or an edit or anything like that, so.
So, what do you think? Did Brianna capture the ghost of someone's final moments? Or is there another explanation? Use the comments to share your thoughts.
That's the ghost of somebody's final moments that drowned down there properly.
The next creepy video comes from TikTok, uploaded by Arabic ghost hunter Lil Sayah. In this clip, taken at an abandoned haunted house, Lil Sayah senses something is watching him. He takes a good look around and captures this.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker, what?
Yee.
Really?
Bismillah ar-Rahman.
Really?
Bismillah. Bismillah ar-Rahman.
Type of shit? She a freak.
Bismillah. فكرت في إشي هون أخوان. ها؟ سمعت الصوت؟ صوت الباب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. اسمع.
You better run.
صوت الصراخ.
You just saw the face. What you mean? How is this possible?
طب وين الكتاب؟
Creepy face can be seen staring straight at Lil Sayah through the crack of the door. He rushes over to check, but nobody's there. And there's nowhere for whatever this is to have ran away to. Then, as he's walking away, banging can be heard on the door. Lil Sayah cuts his adventure short. TikTok viewers were left creeped out by this face peering through the crack of the door at Lil Sayah, with many believing he came across a jinn, a malevolent supernatural entity or demon from Arabic folklore. But what do you think? Let me know. The next entry in this week's video was uploaded to the YouTube account Professor Cynical, a content creator from England who typically only posts gaming videos. So, when he uploaded the following video and titled it Terrifying Encounters, My Very Haunted House, it came as a surprise to his viewers. Apparently, after moving into his new house, Professor Cynical started experiencing a series of disturbing events that left him questioning his own beliefs. In the first clip you're about to see, Professor Cynical recounts some of the strange events that have taken place in his home.
Alright everybody, so a lot of you guys have been asking about how things are going in the house. Now for anybody who doesn't know, strange things have been happening. Like, for example, I posted a video not too long ago where the door was rattling constantly. Like, literally the door handle was physically rattling, and I opened the door, no one's there. So, I mean, I don't know if I believe in this sort of stuff. I really don't. And then another video before that, it sounded like someone was physically running down the stairs at me. And that kind of stuff happens all the time now. And the hell? Oh, I'm sick of this shit. Time as utterly terrifying. It is just one of those things. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I don't know really what else to do about it. So what I've done is I captured a good few things whilst I've not been posting videos about it.
Professor Cynical explains the problems he's been facing when, out of nowhere, the kitchen drawer suddenly slides open mysteriously by itself. Then, although Professor Cynical doesn't notice, the door behind him begins to move. But this is just the beginning. Professor Cynical begins hearing noises downstairs, so he sets up a camera in his living room and patiently waits behind it. And it doesn't take long before this happens.
Oh no.
I'm sick of this. So just to show you guys that there's, oh, for God's sake, literally nothing here. Sorry, my tripod getting caught and everything.
That's wild.
There's literally nothing here. Look, see? Absolutely nothing. Oh, sorry, it's just my tripod wire dangling on the floor there. And just to show you as well. Oh, this is crazy. Right. Wait a minute.
Was his TV not on?
That wasn't... Oh, for God's sake, that wasn't even on before. Right, let me try and get set back up here. Like, I've never tried to call out before. Apparently, it's a ghosty. Again, I'm not saying I believe in that stuff. I really don't. I really don't. But apparently, if you call out, things are meant to happen, or you'll get a response, or something. So, fine, let's just try it. I don't know how you're meant to do this kind of stuff, but let's see. Let's see. Hello. You call out, things are meant to happen, or you'll get a response, or something. So, fine, let's just try it. I don't know how you're meant to do this kind of stuff, but let's see. Let's see. Hello. Is there any ghosties about? If there's anybody there, can you say hi?
Uh-oh.
Nice to meet you.
No.
If there's anybody there. Can you make something move? Again?
No. Careful what you wish for. Careful what you ask for.
Can you make anything move?
An orb quickly flies by the camera, then the door handle aggressively goes up and down. Professor Cynical rushes to open the door, but there's no one on the other side. And even when he checks behind the door, he finds nothing. But when he heads back to the living room, the TV is now on when just before it was off. Anchan in Japan uploaded this next video to the internet and it went viral, racking up over 4 million views. In the clip, he gives his viewers a tour of a traditional Japanese property. On the surface, it's a beautiful house with tatami floors and Japanese-style paper doors, and at just $760 a month, it seems like a great deal. However, while filming, eagle-eyed viewers notice something creepy in the video.
Here's what $760 gets you in Fukuoka, Japan. Now today we have a classic Japanese home, starting with a very nice tatami room. This house will run you a monthly rent of 12 man. This 4-bedroom home is in a wonderful location. 3-minute walk away from a supermarket, electronics store, and convenience stores.
As Anthony walks through the house, some sort of figure can be seen standing motionless behind one of the walls, but Anthony doesn't see it. And it was only when uploading this video to his social media did he realise what was right there with him. And some point out that,
man, Anthony saw them shits. He just ain't trying to lose out on no sale. Message.
the suspiciously low rent could be due to the possibility that the house is haunted. But what do you think? Did Anchan in Japan accidentally capture a ghost on camera while recording a viewing of this Japanese house? Comment and let me know.
The woman in white.
The next creepy video comes from the Japanese ghost hunting channel Clip Store. The Clip Store team were contacted by a fan of their show, asking them to investigate a creepy case for them. The fan claims that they took a picture in some underground caves in the Fukuoka area of Japan, featuring something so creepy they were stunned. Rumour has it that these caves are pretty haunted, with a woman in white appearing regularly in the underground network of the caves. And in the picture snapped by the fan who contacted Clip Store, the pale face of what looks like a woman can be seen staring towards the camera inside the cave, which they believe is the ghost of the woman in white. Gachan, Dachan, and Yasuke make their way into the caves late at night in an attempt to find where the photograph was taken.
安助さん気をつけてね。滑るよ。
巨大な石を下に落とすとか。
やめて。マジ膝限界でさ、なんか和式トイレでトイレした時こんな感じじゃない？
ああ、わかる。
マジ。
え、ちょっと待って。ここさ、左側。どこだ？え、石、ここや、ここや。
石あるもんね。
ほら、こんな感じじゃないの？あ、だね、だね。
ああ、そうそうそう。
え、ちょっとうわ、気持ち悪い。てか、無理。人が、だって、ガッちゃんそんな足とか出してんじゃん。
とにかく、ここですね。
After finding the location of the photo, two of the team leave to go outside to the car as they find the caves a bit too much of a tight squeeze for all of them to stay, leaving Gachan behind in the caves alone. After a short while, Gachan hears something which makes his blood run cold.
Somebody peeing? Ah, I heard that.
Eh? 声せんやった今。え？ちょっと待ってマジ。とりあえず続けるか。いや怖いな普通に。
The sound of a woman crying from the dark depths of the cave startles Gachan out of his trance, sending shivers up his spine.
What type of shivers? Oh. Maybe she's just horny.
Could this be the voice of the ghostly woman in white seen in the fan's photo? While Gachan is in the caves, Daichan and Yasuke discuss how uncomfortable and frightening their experience of the caves were when this happens.
大ちゃん初めてやったけど、どうだった？
いや結構ね、やっぱなんていうかな、寒気？まあその洞窟っていうのもあるけど、そこがすごいよね。
そうね、なんか雰囲気が違うもんね、やっぱ。
ね。
うん。あとコウモリエグかったね。
よかったね。
いや前来た時ね、全部冬眠しとったけん、上にくっついとるだけやったんやけど、今日ずっと終始飛び回りよったけんさ、マジ地獄やったね。
いや本当に。いや結構ね、過酷。
なんでよも
う。Word? That better be Uber Eats. that the pizza man?
今コンコン言ったよ。
Chick-fil-A? They knocking again. Oh. It's to catch a predator. Is it Chris Handsome?
やばくない？車揺れた
Ah,
よ
it's。Chris Handsome.
Suddenly, a knock at the rear of the car draws their attention to the back. Another knock comes shortly afterwards, this time at the front of the vehicle. However, prior to this, eagle-eyed viewers notice something chilling. A creepy, pale, ghostly face can be seen in the reflection of the car's side mirror looking in at the pair. But after the second knock, when the camera looks back, the face is no longer there. Eagle-eyed viewers also noticed something else while the ghost hunters were down in the caves.
Never go back.
Earlier in the video, when the ghost hunters were searching for the exact location of the creepy lady in white seen in the fan's photo, something sinister lurks behind them in the shadows. It's subtle, but if you look closely at the background, you can see movement in the caves, almost as if something or someone is following them, and the ghost hunters are completely unaware to it.
Never return to Assface Cave. That's real. Maybe 1 or 2 more times. Yeah, I'm saying if she cooks you dinner. But other than that, never return to Assface Cave or Lake. You know?
Clip Store's viewers were left creeped out by this video, with many believing that the ghost hunters encountered the ghost of the woman in white that is rumoured to haunt the caves. But what do you think? Did the Clip Store team capture evidence of the ghost of the woman in white on camera? Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments below.
It's the man in white. I remember that from Family Guy?
This next clip comes from the Urban Exploration channel. The Explorer returns. In the video, Connor sets out on a solo exploration of an abandoned mansion in the dead of night. Connor hears strange noises and begins to feel a bit creeped out. Despite this, he presses on, continuing his exploration of the abandoned building. He reaches the ground floor area and takes some time exploring it. However, as he's climbing up the stairs, he hears something behind him.
Word? What's behind us? Is it people? Is it Mexicans? Is it Colombians? Oh shit. I'd rather it be Mexicans. They cook good. Better not be Colombians. Huh? Oh hell no. Y'all saw that random black person on the side?
To be fair, the building's full of water. I'm not surprised I'm even.
Did you spot it? Well, at the time, Connor didn't. If you look to the right of the screen, Connor's camera captures a mysterious dark figure lurking in a room to the right, just feet away from him, but he doesn't see it. And makes his way upstairs, and then this happens.
Don't do this.
What is going on in this?
I don't like none of this. I don't like or do this. Help. Help us. Death from above. It's in the attic. Mother, you're killing us. You're killing us.
I'm first, I'm gonna move.
You're gonna learn today. Push this nigga down the stairs.
What is getting... Where's the way out? Where's the way out? Where's the way out? Where's the way out then?
Noises creep Connor the out, but one particular sound sends him fleeing in absolute fear. The sounds of someone coming right for him. Connor's viewers were creeped out by his solo exploration of this abandoned building, with many praising his bravery. Some suggest that he may have encountered a homeless person living there, but some say he caught paranormal activity on camera. But what do you think? Let me know.
You would have saw that if that was homeless. You know what I'm saying? You could smell homeless before you
The next set of clips that I put together come from a user named Javier ST9.
If that person was homeless, he would have smelled that way before he ran into the person. You know what I mean? Because homeless people, man, they usually smell like woo headquarters. Way worse than con-funk. If you ever been to a convention, you know what con-funk is, because some people be real friendly. They want that hug. And you just got to hold your breath. Oh, shit. My brain's too imaginative. Getting flashbacks.
97. The backstory to these clips is Javier's best friend Antonio had been missing for a few days. He didn't turn up to college as normal, and his mobile phone just went straight to voicemail. Worried about his closest friend who he hadn't seen in days, Antonio decides to visit his house to check up on him.
¿Dónde carajo se habrá metido este?
Javier knocks on the door and rings the bell several times looking for his friend, but there's no answer. It becomes clear something is up, as usually Antonio would answer his door. Even more worried now, Javier makes his way around the back of the house. He hops over a wall, navigates the ledge, and then finds the back door to Antonio's house is, for some reason, open.
La puerta abierta. Antonio. Antonio.
Javier calls out to Antonio, but gets no reply. In this next clip, Javier makes his way inside.
Hey.
Hello? No need to be alarmed. We're Negroes. We're here to borrow some stickers. Cucaracha.
Antonio, soy yo. Javier. La puta madre. Hey.
Hey, man. You must be busy. I can come back at a later date, but apparently not really.
A door slams shut right in front of Javier, and orbs can be seen floating around. Wanting to find his friend, Javier doesn't retreat and continues to look for him.
Perdón. Loco. Soy Javier, boludo.
Is we good? Okay, he doesn't want to be bothered.
Che, loco, ¿sos vos? Ya fue, boludo. Vine a ver qué onda. ¿Cómo andás?
What?
¿Estás bien? Che, loco, si sos vos, salí. ¿Escuchan eso? La concha de su madre.
Javier finds a note on the table saying perdon, which translated from Spanish to English says sorry. Then, as he approaches Antonio's room, the door to it suddenly slams shut. Javier calls out, but gets no reply. Then the sounds of knocking can be heard on the other side of Antonio's bedroom door. Javier tries to get in, but the door won't budge. However, in this next clip, Antonio manages to get inside, and what he finds shocks him to his core.
Toño. ¡La puta madre que lo parió!
What the shit? What did he see?
La puta madre que lo parió. Se
Oh, okay. So that makes perfect sense now. The ghost of Antonio didn't want his homie to know that he did that to himself, and he didn't want to see him dangling up there. You know what I'm saying? So he kept, like, he locked the door, like closed it. Even his ghost was like, yeah, you don't need to see this, bro. You You don't need to see all this. There's some things that's private. That is, you know what I mean? He even tried to beatbox on the door to let him know, like, yo, like, you don't want this one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you go play Smash Brothers or something, like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's wild, dude. That is wild, yo. I wouldn't go back in there. I'd be outie. Why would you go back? What's there to get? You gonna check his pockets? You gonna steal? You gonna take his shoes? Is there a PlayStation 5 in there that he's no longer using? What's that? What are we doing? That's a long door. You should just leave. Nothing good's gonna come out that door. Ah! Shit. Okay. Yep. I'm scared. They got me. Woo, they got me on this one. I'm scared. They got me.
Javier kicks open the door and a dark figure can be seen suspended on the other side of the room. But is this Antonio? It turns out it was. Horrified, Javier flees out of the room where he then...
Damn, he could have just bought some vagina. Casinos are slathered in the stuff, you know? Damn.
And senses something in the darkness on the other side of Antonio's house. He cautiously approaches and then a door slowly swings open. But this is where I have to ask, did you see it? A pair of glowing eyes suddenly appear behind the glass window at the top of the door, staring straight at him for a split second. But Javier doesn't see it. Shortly afterwards, Javier leaves the house, devastated by the loss of his friend Antonio. However, the story does not end there. With unanswered questions and a mystery surrounding Antonio's tragedy, Javier decides to revisit Antonio's home.
Cuando encontré a Antonio, esta es la pieza. Mierda. Una laucha. Da un poco de escalofrío estar acá, se siente una carga un poco pesada, qué sé yo. Qué mierda. La linterna, ¿qué pasó? Mierda. ¿Quién anda ahí? Mierda.
Go put your hands together. Good job. Good job. He's being too loose. Get out the house, man. This ain't Resident Evil Biohazard. What are you doing, baby? Come on, bro. Get the cross. And my holy water. You gonna find yourself in the bathroom? You're still in the house, nigga. Where are you? Need you run out the front door and climb out the side of the window. He doesn't want you in there, the bro. Out.
Hola. ¿Qué mierda anda ahí la concha de su madre?
You want him to really answer that? Do you want him to answer that?
Hey!
What do you want to ask him? What do you want to talk to him about? Hey, the password to the Netflix account that we shared. No!
Javier inspects the room where he found Antonio when suddenly the lights flicker on and off. In pitch black, Javier uses his phone light, and as he enters the hallway, a figure can be seen entering the room at the opposite end of the hallway. But seconds later, when Javier gets to the room, there's no one there. He tries the lights, but they don't work. Then the door to Antonio's bedroom slams shut right in front of his eyes. Terrified, Javier flees and locks himself in the bathroom, then banging can be heard on the door. Javier calls out, but again he gets no reply. But then when he bravely peers into the hallway, a dark figure can be seen slipping away out of sight. Javier rushes over, but the figure is nowhere to be seen. The video then ends. TikTok viewers were left frightened by these clips, with many believing that something sinister was the reason behind Antonio's tragic fate, and that these glowing eyes and this mysterious dark figure seen throughout is the culprit. But what do you think happened here? Comment below. This next eerie video was uploaded to YouTube and has left viewers horrified. Jerick, a taxi driver based in the Philippines, driving down an infamously haunted road, Bugao City, known as Loacan Road, when he saw a woman on the side of the road waving for him to stop. This is what happened.
The audio is better now. Type of 2 of the audio, there's no one just got in there. Type of 1 in the chat if it's better, type of 2 in the chat if it's really bad still. Alright, so you guys can hear my audio, like what's up with it? You guys are saying like my audio is way too low.
Wala. Wala. Diyos ko po. Wala. Multa ata yung nasakay ko ah.
Hey, Dr. Hooves, thanks, yo. I thank you for the compliment. Yeah, Dr. Hooves says, by the way, you're my favorite black YouTuber besides Corey Extension.
Multo yung nasakay ko.
What's up?
Diyos ko.
Okay. Yeah, so what's it like now? What's it like now?
May sumakay kanina, pero bakit nawala?
Same, favorite black YouTuber. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate you guys. Turn the video down a bit, and you should be good. It's better now. Hey, that's what's up. So type of 1 in the chat if the audio is good. Type of 2 in the chat if the audio is not
Jerick's
good.
cab opens and closes, and according to Jerick at that moment, a lady had gotten into his cab. She gives him the directions. Jerick drives for a short while, but moments later, he checks his rearview mirror and sees no woman. Jerick says that she must have simply disappeared. Jerick is terrified and checks the backseat of his cab, but there's no trace of the woman. What makes things even more creepy is that a secondary camera also recorded the exact moment Jerick pulls over.
Yep, hey, look, as long as it works, that's what's up.
Brian and Chelly from Punk Rock TV visit an abandoned haunted house somewhere in Mexico that is situated far away from any towns or cities, and it's not long into their exploration that they capture something very, very creepy.
Están bastante impresionantes, digo, las locaciones que tenemos nosotros, pero nunca había como una casa así, la neta. Así que pues que...
Mother, what? No, no,
Uy, no mames.
no, children. It's way worse than a ghost. It's
Uy,
the children.
escucha niños allá afuera.
Run for our lives, man. Hey, shut up, bitch. Run for our lives, children.
Aguanta. No mames.
Bruh, why does shit look like a... Why does shit look like a Chris Brown mural? He does graffiti like this.
Buenas noches.
¿Cómo estás? ¿Vende aquí?
¿Qué más?
¿No quiero Taco Bell?
Oh!
Shit! Shit, nigga! Oh, shit! This girl!
While downstairs in the abandoned house, the sounds of children can be heard coming from upstairs.
I don't know.
Confused as
I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one, children. You know what I'm saying? We might have to, ooh-wee. We need some music for this shit, nigga.
This abandoned house is miles out in the middle of nowhere. Brian and Shelley rush up to check, but there's no children. However, as they look down a corridor, not one, but two faces peek out from behind a doorway, and the pair flee in absolute fear. Punk Rock TV says that this was the most frightening urban exploration they've ever had. Viewers believe they encountered something demonic and question what on earth would children be doing all alone in an abandoned house miles out in the middle of nowhere.
And white as snow itself. They look like they've been painted with the just full-bodied flower paintings. Like this, that's not good. Definitely not good. Skin is white as school sheet notebook paper. Damn that. Damn all that.
But what do you think Brian and Shelley encountered at this abandoned house? Let me know down below.
Buenas noches.
Run, bitch. Get the camera, bitch. Put the cameras in the box. Go. Go. Everything must go, bitch. What do you do? Everything must go.
The video is dashcam footage taken while a car was stationary on the infamously haunted Vickers Hill in Armour, Northern Ireland. Local residents tell tales of the so-called terrible green lady whose spirit is said to have been captured and stored in a bottle and still stands by a window in one of the road's old houses. Shadowy figures have also been reported wandering the graveyard opposite the houses. And in this video, which was uploaded to the account, a mysterious figure is caught on the stationary car's dashcam.
I'd have said good. I'd have been out of there. What's this?
A dark figure which looks like a person dressed in old historic clothing walks across the street before disappearing through a solid wall and metal fence. On the opposite side of this fence is a graveyard where sightings of shadowy figures have been reported. The title of this video is This a Ghost on Vickers Hill in Armour? And well, what do you think?
Imaginary friend ritual.
In this next video, Paolo and Debbie from the YouTube channel PIT attempt to contact spirits using a method known as the imaginary friend ritual. According to Paolo and Debbie, the imaginary friends many of us have as children aren't just figments of our imagination. Instead, they claim these friends are spirits bound to us from birth. These spirits supposedly feed on our attention, so as we grow up and start to forget about them, they want us to remember them. Thus, they become more and more dangerous to capture our attention. Paolo and Debbie start the ritual, and for the first part of the video, nothing much really happens. However, 11 minutes in, something creeps them out.
Ma io non voglio vedere proprio niente e nessuno, non hai capito?
I don't want to see anything.
Me la guardo negli occhi.
Bitch, then what you doing the ritual for? What you doing the ritual for if you don't want to see anything?
Paolo.
Yeah, you're chalked. You've haunted us. You're killing me.
Sto male. Guarda che brivido.
Era una voce di là.
Aspetta un secondo però.
Debbie claims to hear a voice, but Paolo can't hear it, and understandably, the pair feel a bit creeped out. They continue to communicate, and then this happens.
Giocavamo insieme quando eravamo bambine. Cos'era, Paul? Cos'era?
Non so. Una botta di là.
Esatto, di là.
Di nuovo di là. Fammi andare a vedere.
And you gonna go check? She the one who summoned the ghost? Hey, you, get your punky Brewster colored Get your ass in there and make friends with the...
Paolo. 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 Paolo.
C'era qualcuno seduto nel letto.
Paolo, fidati. C'è qualcosa che non va. Senti, ascolta, me però puoi accendere la luce. C'è qualcosa che non va, Paolo.
The ghost got your titty?
Fidati, c'è qualcosa che non va.
Which one? Is the left one or the right one?
Sento tanto odore di fuoco.
I'll grab the other one. We're making a group activity.
Come se... Per favore. Cosa c'è di qua?
You about to go to sleep?
Paolo, cosa c'è di qua? Paolo, è bruciato qualcosa qua. Quello è fuliggine, Paolo, c'è qualcosa che non va. Quello è fuliggine. Quello è fuliggine, Paolo.
Oh, this is human poop. Human fecal matter. Goldfish poop? Nigga, you threw goldfish poop at us? What type of shit? It's goldfish poop. Of course it smells.
Ho paura. Ho proprio tanta paura. Tanta paura. Non mi piace.
A loud bang startles the already on edge pair. Then a mysterious dark figure can be seen standing in their bedroom. But when Paolo switches the light on, the figure is no longer there. Now, what makes this even more bizarre is that throughout the ritual, Debbie mentioned she could smell burning coming from somewhere, and after Paolo switched the light on, they both noticed remnants of burning on the floor. PIT's viewers were spooked by this video. They believe that Debbie and Paolo summoned something otherworldly, and many recount their experiences with imaginary friends in the comments. I, personally, have never experienced this, but if any of you have, or had an imaginary friend at some point in your life, I'd be interested to hear about it. But what do you think about this video? Did Paolo and Debbie from PIT manage to contact something from the other side? Let me know. I found this next creepy clip on Reddit, uploaded by user Felimundo. Apparently, while taking a break outside his home, Felimundo felt like he was being watched by was ever in there. So just who or what did Felimundo record staring out at him through the glass door of his garage? JoeChar005 uploaded this next clip after encountering something scary in his apartment. Initially, Joe and his family were only meant to live in this apartment temporarily until they found a permanent location, and after living there for 6 months, everything was perfectly fine. But for the last few weeks leading up to this video, Joe and his family began to experience strange things, which Joe explains at the start of this video.
So me and my wife have been living in this apartment for about 6 months now. We've been living in this apartment complex for about 4 years, probably more than that. And for the past 2 weeks, some weird things have been happening in our son's room. Stuff have been like moved around, and we keep hearing noises, and it sounds like stuff's being like closed and shut. I've never got anything like actually on camera. My wife is actually staying with my baby at my mom's because they're kind of like freaked out right now. We're about to move out anyway, but they're just staying there for the time being because it's weird. We don't really have any explanations for it. Not that I think it's ghosts, but I don't have any other explanations for it. So I wasn't gonna record, but I came here to feed the cats. We have 2 cats who have to stay here, unfortunately, because my mom is allergic to cats. So I came over to feed them, and I noticed that in his room, my son's room back here, there's one of my cats, I can hear his toy being played. And you can't really hear it right now. But we keep the door closed because, one, we always kept the door closed because we don't want the cats to go in there and get hair all over because they're really floofy cats. But I can hear the toy playing, and it was not on before. It is playing right now, and I don't know why it's playing right now. I didn't leave it on, but even if I did leave it on, like, I'll turn it off. Even if I did turn it on, it wouldn't automatically play. You'd have to, even if I brush over the keys, it doesn't really go. So you'd have to really press the button and make it go. And it was not on, and it turned on, and I could hear it. And that's why I started recording. And now that I'm looking around, there's stuff knocked over. This plant's knocked over. This fake plant's knocked over. There's books on the ground. The wipes are on the floor. I don't know what is going on. And there is no one here. I am here by myself. There is nobody here. I'm here by myself. I'm in the father's closet right here. I'm just trying to debunk everything. There's nothing here. Did you see that? Am I insane? Am I insane? Damn it. Right here, I'm just trying to debunk everything. There's nothing here. Did you see that? Am I insane? Am I insane? Someone just walked by the window, and I will go out there and show you that no one is here. This door is locked. This is the door you're just looking at. This door is locked. There's nothing out here. Nothing out here. There's a closet door. This is also locked. I don't think we've ever opened that door. It's always been locked. Just the weirdest things are happening. Weirdest things are happening.
An electronic toy starts playing all by itself. When Joe showed us moments before that to play it, someone has to physically press it. But then, something can be seen moving past the window. Joe sees it and rushes over, but when it can play it, someone has to physically press it. But then, something can be seen moving past the window. Joe sees it and rushes over, but when he checks, no one's there. In fact, the window opens out onto a balcony 12 feet up, so it would be pretty much impossible for anyone to get up or down from there without coming from the door Joe goes to. A few days pass. While at Joe's mother-in-law's house, Joe receives a notification on his phone from the nanny cam set up in his son's room back home, and after watching the footage, he was shocked by what he saw.
Alright, so we're at my mom's right now, and we have a baby monitor set up so we can kind of see what's going on, and I can look back and see like, oh, did anything happen? Is anything moving around? Yeah, we caught this. I showed my parents this. This is crazy. But if you look really closely, the rocking chair starts to move. It's in the corner. You can see it's very slight. It's very slight. But you can see the shadow kind of moving. It's rocking on its own. There's no one there. Everyone is at my mom's house right now. Everyone's at my mom's house. And then the wipes fly off the dresser. And then the hamper. The baby's hamper falls over. Like, what is going on? No one's there. What is happening?
A rocking chair in the corner of the room begins to rock back and forth, and at times, it sort of looks like something is sitting in it. But how? As Joe says, no one is meant to be there. Then a packet of wipes fly off the dresser, and a laundry hamper falls over, mysteriously, by itself. Joe captioned this video as, "Is this a ghost?" suggesting that he thinks paranormal activity is at play here. And viewers agree, but what do you?
I did not see nobody walk past that window. Still don't. I mean, it's real faint.
The next entry in this week's video was uploaded by Rosanna to her account, Darkcha, and I must say, they are absolutely terrifying. I've featured Rosanna before, where she came face to face with scary paranormal activity inside her quote, haunted apartment, and I'm sure many of you remember this.
Unfortunately, I do.
After these scary moments, the activity has intensified, causing Rosanna to make the tough decision to send her children to stay elsewhere. In the first clip you're about to see, Rosanna is disturbed in the middle of the night by unsettling noises. Determined to capture further proof that her apartment is haunted, she grabs her phone and hits record.
Hell to the no. What? Run, bitch!
A bag swings back and forth right in front of Rosanna's eyes. Then books fly off the bookshelf and Rosanna begins to panic. Then the lights outside the room begin to flicker before what looks like a face appears behind the glass, staring in right at Rosanna. Shortly after, Rosanna claims that she blacked out. The activity dies down for some time, but late one evening, Rosanna begins to hear noises coming from her son's room, but her son isn't home. Rosanna had taken him to stay elsewhere a few weeks prior to this video. Creeped out, Rosanna hits record on her phone and goes to take a look.
Motherfucker. What type of shit?
C'est pas possible, ça marche pas. Ça marche.
You might want to throw that mug. Burn the whole house down. Burn it all down, baby girl.
Rosanna hears what sounds like her son calling out to her, and then the door slowly opens mysteriously by itself. She enters her son's room and flicks the lights on. Then objects start moving by themselves and the radio suddenly comes on, even though it's not plugged in and there are no batteries inside. All the while, the drawers slam open and closed right next to her. Then she hears her son's voice repeatedly saying "Mama" over and over again before she's had enough. At this point, Rosanna has almost given up hope that she will ever be able to live a normal life in this apartment. She says, quote, "The priests are starting to say there's nothing more they can do. I'm stuck." And then the activity intensified.
Celui qui demeure sous l'abri du trio repose en nom puissant. Je tire
And then gonna have her to play that evil ass Little Mermaid scene, bro. That scene gave me the heebie-jeebies as a church.
However, the worst was yet to come. For several nights, Rosanna had been awoken in her sleep to the sounds of voices in her room and bizarrely would wake in positions she had never slept in. She decides to set up a camera in her bedroom, and one night, while Rosanna is fast asleep, her camera captures something which shocked her to her core. The f*** is...
That looks like an evil biker skull. Like the giant head of Ghost Rider or something. Wow.
It. All of a sudden, Rosanna rises forwards towards it from her bed for several minutes, as if whatever it is controlling her. After watching this footage, Rosanna was understandably horrified, and viewers were creeped out to say the least. However, what happens a few nights later frightens Rosanna more than any other scary moment she's had yet.
Why is she still there?
Loli.
LOIS.
Man, run, bitch. Wow.
Laisse-moi. Loli. Oui, Loli.
All these incidents have left Rosanna scared to spend another second in her apartment. She believes that whatever is haunting her home is a sinister, dark entity, and her viewers couldn't agree more. But what's your verdict on Rosanna's scary experiences? Is she being haunted by something evil? Let me know down below. Uploaded to the internet a few years back by a user named Chaos Magic, this video has left viewers spooked. Chaos Magic titled the video as Ghost Caught on CCTV Baby Camera, and many believe that to be the case.
Yeah, that one kind of frightened me too, man. That's wild. That is wild.
Case.
And can you move these things like left and right as well? Oh yeah, you can. Almost like, let me check if I can get your face. Say hello, Lisa. What the f? Lisa! Who's behind you? Hey? Swear to God, there's no one. Is there actually anyone behind you? Seriously? I swear to God, I must stop this. I've seen someone.
Did you spot it? For a split second, what appears to be a face can be seen peeking around the doorframe before quickly ducking out of sight. Terrified that there might be an intruder in the house, Chaos Magic hurries upstairs to check, but there's nothing there. And at the time, Chaos Magic's partner and child didn't notice anything strange either. So, what do you think this is? And where did it go? Comment and let me know.
That's wild.
This next eerie clip comes from the user The Clowning on the subreddit Haunted. Captioned, kinda scary that this is coming from a trusted member of my family. The user explains that one of their family members had been hearing strange and inexplicable sounds coming from downstairs anytime she was upstairs alone. Creeped out, she'd go to check, but never found anyone. This went on for several weeks, until she decided to set up a security camera downstairs, pointing at the spot where she suspected the noises were coming from, and not long after setting it up, the camera caught this.
Yeah.
A shadowy figure appears halfway through the room.
Hey, what's up, the Savage
and moves
Cornbread?
quickly across the
What's
room
up, the real
before
Sonic?
dematerializing into nothingness. At the time the shadow figure appears, the person recording the screen can be heard gasping in shock due to the eeriness of seeing this shadow figure downstairs in their home. But could this footage be proof this family's
does
home is
look like
haunted?
Slender Man.
Let me know your thoughts below. A YouTube user named Chris Duncan uploaded this clip a couple of months ago, and it's left viewers spooked. Chris explains in the description that he does not believe the following footage to be fake. The video was captured on a surveillance camera at a rural church, where there have been several other incidents of unexplainable things that have happened at this church, and many of the people who work there believe the place is haunted by a quote, child ghost. He believes that the people who shared the video with him would never fake it, and that he has no explanation for what happens in the video. Now, after watching it, I have no idea either. Here's the video.
Watch, John, are you go crazy and break?
It's still moving, y'all, it's still moving.
The pool cue moves bizarrely all on its own before it suddenly snaps in two and the smaller part continues to move mysteriously by itself. The people recording the screen can be heard absolutely shocked at what they're seeing. Chris and many others who have seen this footage believe that this is the work of the child ghost who is said to haunt this church. But what's your verdict on how this pool cue moved and broke in a way that doesn't seem natural? Was it the work of a child ghost, as people believe? Let me know.
That's just scary as hell.
The next clip comes from TikTok user Heart Starts Pounding and might be evidence that the paranormal is not always visible to the human eye. Captioned, "I didn't see anything, but my friend swears she did." The user explains that she bought an old vintage mirror that may be catching something other than a human presence. In the video, the uploader holds her phone in front of the mirror, explaining that other people have seen strange things in the mirror when things take a creepy turn.
So this is an old mirror that I upcycled, and I swear that sometimes you can see stuff in the background of the mirror that isn't actually there in real life. So I'm just gonna do a couple back and forths, but I'm curious to see if anyone sees anything that maybe I didn't catch. So here we go. Here's the mirror. Okay, so that's the background. And once again, my apartment. All right, comment if you see anything that's out of place.
Heart Starts Pounding holds the camera up to the mirror and then pans around 180 degrees to show the room as it appears behind her in real life. She then returns to the reflection and repeats it again, and the second time there appears to be someone or something sitting on her sofa, but when she spins back, nobody's there. So does this user's mirror have the ability to show us what the human eye can't see, or is it all just smoke and mirrors? Let me know in the comments. The drawing. This next ghost video comes from another popular Japanese ghost hunting channel, a Magatoki film. Hiro and Tomo venture out to an abandoned school which local residents say is incredibly haunted. Apparently, people have reported seeing children looking out of the windows of the abandoned school. However, when they've called the police out to investigate, they never find anyone inside. However, one police officer mentioned that while he was alone in one of the classrooms, he felt as if something was in there with him. He even heard the sounds of footsteps walking towards him, but there was nobody else there. Intrigued by the rumors of this abandoned and supposedly haunted school, Hiro and Tomo decide to investigate it. This is what they found.
かなりでも荒らされてるね。なんかあんまりそういう机とか椅子とかっていうのがさ、ないね。ないもんね。お、びっくりした。今ここに人影が見えたの。普通に鍵から覗いてた。いや、ここに立ってるように見えた。ここにね。わあ。なんか落とした。え？あったら。いや、してる。してるよね。してる。いや、さすがに。え、待って、ちょっと誰かいない？違うか。人影は見えなかったけど、何かが動くような音はしてて、今。まあでもここはここで行き止まりか。そうだね、もう行き止まりない。聞こえたでしょ今の声。
While walking through the creepy building, the ghost hunters don't seem to be alone. Strange noises from unexpected places and the sounds of someone moaning can be heard. But the strangest moment was captured as they were leaving. Right before the ghost hunters stepped out of the building, they decided to take some pictures of a desk with an ominous drawing on it. When the ghost hunters got home, they reviewed their footage and photos and were shocked by one which showed something terrifying. A dark figure sitting at the desk where the ominous drawing was on. Creeped out by this mysterious dark figure captured in the photograph, Hiro makes the decision to return to the school alone in an attempt to get to the bottom of what they'd really captured in the photograph. And yep, you guessed it, it turned out to be a very bad idea.
地下のさ部屋でさ、写真を数枚撮ってたじゃないですか。結構ブレた写真とかが何枚かあってさ、何枚も撮ってたんだけど、これ最後に撮った写真なんだけどさ、机と椅子あったじゃん。あったね。あそこにさ、誰か座ってるように見えるんだけど。さっき撮ったやつでしょ？そうそうそうそうそう。ほんと黒い物体だから、なんか人には見えないんだけど。では今から凶器の一人検証をやってみます。もうさっきの写真やばかったっすよね。走る音がずっと聞こえてきた場所はここです。もうこんなホラーゲームだよね。ちょっと急ぎ目で行こう。絶対あの写真人が座っているように見えたんだけど。夫婦って聞こえたでしょ今。今絶対入ってるよね。夫婦って。ちょっと待って、今一人だよな。ちょっと待って。ちょっと。いや無理でしょ。やっば。今間違い今の。ちょっと待って、今一人だよな。ちょっと待って。
Hiro makes his way through the school alone. The school is even more terrifying on his second visit. Almost immediately, he encounters some strange phenomena. Hiro hears a disturbing laugh. Then, just a few moments later, he spots a dark figure through the doorway, but when he goes over to check, the figure has disappeared. Hiro eventually reaches the classroom where the mysterious dark figure sitting at the desk with the ominous drawing was caught on camera, and this happens.
ちょっと最初はね、こんなのマジで子供騙しというかいたずらというか大したことないだろうと思ってたけど、ちょっと一旦ここで。
Hiro finds the drawing still on the desk. Creeped out, he phones Tomo and tells him about the dark figure he saw standing in the doorway earlier. He then decides to wait quietly in the classroom for some time, and then this happens.
何今の音。
Noises can be heard coming from the darkness surrounding Hiro. He jumps when a loud bang comes from another room, but then a horrifying ghoulish face slowly slides out from under the desk and appears to stare right at him. Hiro then takes off running without even thinking about it. But it doesn't end there. The ghost hunters feel there's still unfinished business at the haunted school. Unsurprisingly, Hiro is too shaken by his last experience to step foot inside again. So this time, Tomo decides to go in alone, and well, maybe he shouldn't have.
まあ確かにあれから誰か人が来たとは思うんすけど、多少時間経ってるんでね。うーって今聞こえたね。ちょっと待ってね。いや今完全に女の人の声だね。いや今してたな。どっちからしてたんだろう。向こうかな。どこだっけ。
Lord Anubis, again, thank you for the super chat. $48 more to go. 48 more super chat. 48 more in super chat to go. And I'll turn off the lights.
自分の声が反響してるのか。
That's a big deal for me.
普通に声聞こえてたね今ね。やっぱ一人だと怖いっすね。前回もいろんなことがあった場所なんで。え足音してるね。してる。ちょっと待って。
As Tomo enters one of the rooms of the abandoned school, a creepy moaning sound is heard coming from the darkness behind him. He spins around, but no one's there. Then, later in the video, Tomo hears more moaning sounds, then someone or something can be heard walking in the shadows. Tomo eventually reaches the room where Hiro had a heart-stopping experience last time, and the experience Tomo was about to have would haunt him for the rest of his life.
君だね。なんでこんな絵を描いたんだろう。どんな精神状態だったんですかね。
See you later, 1 million gamer.
まあ机の中どうなってんだろう。その気配っていうのはすごいするんですけど、それが何なのかは分からない。ヒロがね、変な写真とか撮ってたんで、やっぱりここは。
That super chat sound effect scared the shit out of me. Dang, when I be locked in on these scary clips, bro, that sound effect be getting me.